Hello students, today we are going to continue the same topic, that is molecular biology. In that, search for the genetic material. So during the year 1928, a scientist by name Frederick Griffith, who has experimented on the mice by using Streptococcus pneumonia. So it means the transforming principle, he discovered the transforming principle. So according to Frederick Griffith, there was a big debate among the scientists to prove that DNA is a genetic material, or RNA is a genetic material, or protein is a genetic material. Later, the Frederick Griffith, he experimented on a organism called Streptococcus pneumonia bacteria. So what is this bacteria? Which is this bacteria develops pneumonia. This causes pneumonia. Since we know that there are different strains of Streptococcus pneumonia, means Diplococcus, Monococcus, Diplococcus, Staphylococcus, likewise different strains of bacteria we come across Streptococcus pneumonia, which causes pneumonia, and that is respiratory disorder. So when the Frederick Griffith, when experimenting on a culture plate in his laboratory, he came across two kinds of in his petri dish, he came across two varieties, two strains of bacteria. He named them as S strain bacteria and R strain bacteria. So let us understand the meaning why he called them as first petri dish as a S strain bacteria. Here in S strain bacteria, he observed that these were very shiny and very smooth. They were very shiny and smooth. Why? Because in their cell wall, in the bacteria cell wall, they possess mucus polysaccharide in their coat. Hence, they become very shiny and smooth. And they are very virulent. Why they are virulent? Because they cause Streptococcus pneumonia. They are developing pneumonia. So, he called them as S strain bacteria. Similarly, he observed one more strain of the bacteria in his petri dish. He called them as the R strain. So, R means what? R means a rough strain. Means their cell wall do not possess any mucus polysaccharide in their cell wall. And there is no any virulency in their cell wall. And hence they are known as non-virulent rough strain bacteria. They are nothing but once again Streptococcus pneumonia. Thus, two varieties, two strains of bacteria he observed in his culture plate. Now what he did? He experimented. So he experimented on a mice. So what he did first? He took a R strain bacteria. He took a R strain bacteria which is non-virulent. So which is non-virulent, and this non-virulent bacteria he injected into the mice. After injecting, it did not die. It did not develop any Streptococcus pneumonia because it is a non-virulent, non-poisonous. So as a result, what happened? Mice did not die, but it has survived. In the second experiment, what he did? He took a S strain bacteria. As already I said that S strain bacteria is the smooth, shiny, which is virulent one. So this virulent bacteria, now for this time he injected into the next mice and it is died of pneumonia. Why? Why it is died? Because the S strain bacteria it is virulent one. Hence it is infected or it has developed the pneumonia and mice died of pneumonia. In the third experiment, what he did? Now this time he subjected S strain virulent bacteria to a high temperature. Means what he did? He took a S strain bacteria into the test tube and he boiled it. After boiling, it has become totally damaged. Now that S strain bacteria, heat killed bacteria, by this time he injected into the next mice and this time mice did not die. Instead it has survived. Why it is survived? Because after boiling the S strain bacteria, it has destroyed totally and it did not cause any pneumonia and finally the mice survived. Now last experiment, what he observed, let us see. Last experiment, he took a heat killed S strain bacteria. heat killed S strain bacteria, which is there is this is not at all now virulent one. So it is non-virulent bacteria, S strain bacteria or heat killed bacteria combined with the R strain bacteria. And do we know that R strain bacteria which is live, it is non-virulent. It does not develop any pneumonia. It is non-virulent bacteria. Now S strain bacteria which is also non-virulent, R strain also non-virulent. So when he combined togetherly and injected into the mice, actually it should not die, isn't it? Why it should not die? Because both are non-virulent. Then it should not die. But this time mice died of a pneumonia. Mice developed pneumonia and died finally. So why this is died? So Griffith concluded that in his experiment he concluded that something is there. Something means what? Transforming principle is responsible for the that is the transforming principle took place here. Means something is there that has converted R into S. Means R type of bacteria is converted into S type. Why it is converted into S type? It is something is there which has transferred into the R strain and converting then R into the S strain and became virulent, and mice developed the pneumonia and died of pneumonia. Likewise he explained. So to understand more about, but here the transformation took place. What the Griffith says? Griffith says that mice died because of the transformation. Now let me define what is transformation. Transformation definition, it is like this. So transformation is nothing but the transfer of naked DNA into the bacteria by itself is known as transformation. So here transformation, R is converted into S type because of the entry of the virulent DNA into the R. Then it is converting R into S strain. Hence the mice is died of pneumonia. Likewise he concluded that transformation principle which is responsible for the death of the mice means something is there. Means something means what here? Something means the genetic material. So transformation is due to the entry of a genetic material. But he in this experiment he did not prove that DNA is a genetic material or protein is a genetic material. So only he has explained that he has explained that transformation took place, hence the mice died. Okay, to explain more further investigation took place, further new scientists, different scientists came forward to give the evidences to prove that DNA is a genetic material later. So the concluding part of this experiment we will understand in the next video. We will stop here.